Rows of houses all bearing down on me. I can feel their blue hands touching me. All these things into position, all these things will one day swallow whole. You fading out again. You fading out again. Hey, Drew here from LearnGuitarInLondon.com, and I'm playing Street Spirit by Radiohead. This is my third Radiohead tutorial. They're probably my favourite band, I think, more or less ever. I mean, yeah, there's good songs, but their body of work is fantastic. So on my channel, I like to think there's quite a bit of give and take between you guys watching and me obviously making the videos. So occasionally I sort of say to you, what do you want to learn? You give me great ideas, you send me directions of new artists I've never heard before, and I love that. And I'd like to kind of sort of return the favour in a way by saying, check Radiohead out, go and listen to them. I really think you'll enjoy it. Yes, they explore the darker sides of human feeling. Not everything is smiles and sort of how to win friends and influence people, but you know, I don't think we should repress that side of us, because I think that's a big part of who we are, you know. Anyway, I'll stop getting so deep. So what do you need to know about this lesson? First of all, if you're going to play along with Radiohead themselves, I've included a link to their fantastic music video. That in itself is just a work of art in the video description. You're going to need to have to tune your guitar down by half a step. So I'm not going to be showing you how to do that. We're going to keep it in standard tuning, because what I think you guys will really like about this is that, first of all, once you get the fingerstyle pattern, it is so hypnotic, and you will just drift off into this world of kind of sort of, you just kind of find yourself sort of feeling just really relaxed when you get it. On top of that, it's just a really cool sound once you get the hang of it. It's using nothing but open chords the whole song, so it's really nice and simple. What else do I need to say? I think that's it. Yeah, so let's have a look at the left hand and learn how to play it. It's a really cool song. Okay, let's have a look at that intro again. A little bit slower. So what you need to get with this one is the pattern on this hand. So the pattern means the sequence of fingers that you use. Now the finger picking rule is this: the thumb only ever plays the top 3 strings on the guitar, the index finger plays the 4th string down, middle finger plays the 5th, and ring finger plays the 6th, okay? So what I want you to do is not holding down any chords, just get the hang of this pattern, this repetition of fingers. So it's thumb starting on the A string, index, ring, index, middle. I'll do that again. Thumb, index, ring, index, middle. Then index, ring, index, middle, index, ring, index, middle. So you see that that's the same, right? So that index, ring, index, middle happens twice in the middle of it. Okay? Let's go from the beginning again. So it's thumb on the A string, index, ring, index, middle, index, ring, index, middle, index, ring, index, middle, index. Then the ending is thumb on the 3rd string down, and then index. So that's just thumb, index at the end. Let's go through that again. Thumb, index, ring, index, middle, index, ring, index, middle, index, ring, index, middle, index, thumb, index. Repeat. Okay, now, once you've got the pattern, all you need to know are the chords. So the first chord is an A minor, that's first finger on the B string on the first fret, middle finger on the second fret on the D, and ring finger on the second fret on the G. Eddie 8 Dynamite, Goodbye Eddie, if you don't know the names of the strings, E, A, D, G, B, E. And then what you're going to do is you're going to start by putting your pinky on the third fret on the B string to cancel out this index here, but leave the index there, okay? These two are on the same string, but leave that one there, because we're going to reveal to that. We're going to lift this up. So then we just start doing our pattern. So thumb, index, ring, index, middle, index, ring, index. Then lift up the pinky, middle, index, ring, index. Then lift up the index, so it's an open on the B string, middle, index, thumb, index. Okay, so obviously that's when you got it a bit faster, but you need to know that pattern, okay? So that's what you're doing throughout all of the verses. So you do 4 of those, and then you're going to change that to all these things in 2 positions. So we're going to move this up to an E minor shape, which means that our bass string is now changing to the thickest string. So instead of starting there with the pattern, we're now starting here. And it's the same thing with the fingers. So notice, even though I'm making the E minor, I'm actually putting my pinky down here on the 3rd fret and keeping the 1st fret ready, because we're about to go 3, 1, 0 on that string. So listen. Sorry. I'll do that again. Okay, so you do that twice before then going back to the A minor. So it's the A minor 4 times, so this pattern. I can't do it fast. So you do that 4 times, then you do the E minor twice, and then you do the A minor twice. Then, for the chorus, you're fading. We're going to apply exactly the same principle. So I said, once you've got the finger pattern, it's really nice and easy. So spend plenty of time doing that finger pattern. Just try it just with 1 chord to start with, okay? But anyway, next, when we do the fading out, we make a C chord, and we're going to do the same thing, okay? So we're going to keep the middle finger there, but we're going to have pinky on the 3rd fret to the 1st fret, and we're going to reveal to that. So we go 3rd fret, 1st fret on the B, open on the B. Don't forget that thumb index at the end. So that's your fading out. Then we're going to go to E minor, do 1 of those like we did earlier. Again. Back to A minor. Another A minor. You fade. Then back to C. Again. And then everything repeats throughout the. So we do the chorus, verse and the chorus again, and then we've got this. It's the same order of chords throughout the same that we did in the chorus. A C, 1 E minor, 2 A minors with the pass of the rhythm. And then the only other bit you need is the ending. So all we're doing there is we're doing exactly the same thing, but there's just 1 new chord thrown in. So we're just going to put our ring finger on the G, which this is a G note, but it's on the thickest string on the 3rd fret. And we're going to have the pinky ready to play our 3 as normal, then our 1 as normal, then eventually our 0 as normal. So then the bass note is here on the thickest string. Same pattern. And then we're going to go to E minor. Then A minor twice. And then that chord progression happens again. Then the ending. So it just slows down, or row as it's called, and finishes on that first note where we started. So just to reiterate, once you get this pattern, and then you just understand when you're changing from pinky to index to open on the B string, the chords are really, really nice and easy, aren't they? Thanks so much for watching my tutorial. If you've enjoyed this, then why not have a little check on this link here. That will take you through to more fingerstyle stuff. Basically stuff where you're making the guitar sound quite melodic using your fingers, just like this tune has been. There's also a few other Radiohead songs there on my site if you look a bit further in the video section. This video was brought to you by brightonguitars.co.uk. Check them out, quirky little independent guitar shop in, you've guessed it, Brighton. Thanks so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this, then give it a like, subscribe to my channel. I upload 2 new videos every week, lots of free guitar tuition. Keep on playing, see you soon.